Hey, it's Jeremy from OpticHouse.com. So, I am working on more thumbnails for Morningstar issue 5, and here I'm blocking out a page and I'm starting with just the boxes, figuring out what's going to be the dominant panel on the page, working out the piece in the middle. I figured I kind of tend to start with either like a three tier or a four tier setting. And usually, if I do with the three tier, it's almost like I go into it starting with the structure of a 9 panel grid and then unite panels as I need them to be, like the way I united the entire center tier to be the dominant image on this page. Also, when I started blocking it in, I went right to the last panel of the page. And I don't always do that. A lot of times I kind of jump around and shuffle. But what I've been doing increasingly more and more is trying to focus on well, I actually even made a little note here for myself because I knew I was going to be making a video of this and I wanted to be able to keep track of it. So I said to myself, what's the starting point? What's the end point? And what's the connective tissue? It's kind of weird and meta to me that I'm leaving notes in the on the actual page for the videos, but as I've been doing more layouts and recording them, I realized that I don't always keep in track in my mind what was thinking at the moment I drew them. So it actually is a pretty good idea for me, just to kind of jot down stuff as it occurs to me, things that I want to make sure I bring up. So anyway, yeah, a lot of times it really is that building out the connective tissue, knowing what the end point of each page is, what I'm building towards. In a way, it's like each page is a mini story unto itself. It's a story unit. It's got a beginning, middle, and end. And it really pays to try and figure out what is the story you're trying to tell for that page, what are the shots that you need in order to hit that, and then, working backwards to meet that goal once you know what your endpoint is. The next panel that I moved on to is a splash page I'm blocking in. Now, splash pages are a funny beast because, they look cool, or you hope that they look cool. We all want to do these really awesome big drawings, taking up the whole page, using up that real estate. But I make an effort to limit myself to one splash page per issue. And when I'm choosing what shot I'm going to do for my splash page, mentally, I say that I'm trying to figure out what's the most important panel in the entire issue. But when I say that out loud, I think I should probably go back and look at the earlier issues of Morningstar and look at earlier chapters of Eye of the Gods and see if I really did stick to that. Because I'm suspecting that I'm not being completely 100% honest, not out of a desire to be deceptive, but because I just tend to remember things in maybe through rose-colored glasses. What I in reality may have done was chosen not what is necessarily the most important shot in the issue. I may have picked the shot that was the most dramatic. And I think that's still a valid way to analyze what shots you do and when you use splash pages. Because the fact of the matter is that, yes, if you overuse them, it can definitely diminish the impact of them. And, I'm not saying it's a rule that everyone has to use only one splash page per issue. I've seen comics that were done where the entire story was done in splash pages and it was very dramatically effective. It's all about intent and how you execute those tools. That's it for now. Check out my website, optichouse.com. If you enjoy these videos, please share them. Also, sign up for my weekly newsletter to get a free digital download and see what else I'm working on. Go be creative.